Hello everyone, welcome to Elliott Wave Forex.com YouTube channel. This is Henry and today is Friday, November the 5th. The time is around 1:30 a.m. GMT. And for today, we're going to be looking at the chart of the euro dollars right here. It's a 60 minutes 1 hour chart here. So we can see right here that the pair ended with 4 in the intermediate degree at 116.90, and then since then it has already continued to the downside. So within this with 5, so currently we are within this with 5. We have this with 1 and 2 already in place, and we already break below the 1 again. So therefore we do have a sequence of a lower low here, and suggesting we could see for the downside as long as we stay below here, right? We stay below here, but more importantly staying below here, right? So the more important level is 116.90, but even this with 2 here is also pretty important right now. This one here is 116.16. As long as we stay below 116.16, we could see for the downside, and the rally can fail for continuation to the downside. Now, if this 116.16 fails, we could be doing some kind of a expanded flat like this, in which you can label this as an ABC, and then you can end with 2 here as an expanded flat before going down again. So this 116.16 then is going to be in the first degree bearish pivot, and then if that fails, this is going to be in the second degree 116.90. Okay, now let's take a look at the larger degree in the 4-hour and then see where we are. So let's see here. Let me put down 4 in the 4-hour here. This is your 4, so that means this has to be your 3 right here, right? This has to be your 3, and then that means somewhere here, right? Somewhere here, there has to be your 1 and 2, right? There has to be your 1 and 2 or something like this. Most likely is your 1 and 2, right? So something like that. And basically we are now within this with 5, and let's take a look here in the shorter in the 4-hour. Now we look at the 1-hour chart earlier, and we see a lower low sequence since we already broke below this one in red here. So this is your 1 in red here, and this is your 2 in red. So we broke below this one in red, but not only that we broke below 1 in red, we actually also broke below this low here on October 13, right? 115.20 is the low here, and the current low is it's my bad, this is not really breaking yet. 115.22 is the low here, and this low here is 115.26. So yeah, with a little bit more downside, it is also going to break below here, which is further amplifying the idea that we should see for the downside, since we continue to make a sequence of lower low, right? And so for now, we have not broken below here, but we already break below here. So we've got this lower low sequence here, and if we do get a break below here, that should even further strengthening the idea we should see for the downside, right? So for now then, the expectation is we should continue to go lower while below here, right? Like the 1-hour chart here, while below 116.16, and then second degree will be, if it stays below here, we should see for the downside to continue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from this peak here, right? Now, what about alternates? Well, alternates is always possible, right? Alternate always exists. Alternates just we can see a flat like we talk about in the wave 2, and then even a more bullish alternate will suggest that you can call it completed, whatever it is here. For example, let's say this is not 1, 2, 3 ABC, and then from here you can say, well, this is an ABC with a truncated C, right? This could be just a simple ABC and double bottom here, right? Double bottom, and then going higher like this, reversing to the upside, right? So that will be sort of the alternate, right? The alternate is not the primary view, right? It's not the primary view, but it is the alternate in case it doesn't work out and it doesn't extend on the downside. That will be the alternate count, that it is a double bottom and then starting to reverse, and this is just an ABC with a truncated C, because normally in an ABC you want to see in the C at least equal to A, right? And that's why we basically look at all this thing, and then look at correlation, relationship, Fibonacci, and so on, and then trying to present what is the more likely scenario, right? Trading should be understood in terms of the highest probability scenario, not in terms of 100% projection, right? And a lot of people thinks that this is like a 100% thing, but it's never going to be 100%. We try our best to rank based on what we observe and also our experience, but at the end of the day, it is a probability game, right? So for now, as long as we stay below this 1.1616, and more importantly 116.90, we should be looking for the downside. All right, so that's basically the update for today. And if you do want to get regular updates on Forex, commodities, indices, we do have 14 days trial. Feel free to check our service. We have the link provided in the description of the video below. And I'll see you all again next week. Have a good weekend, everyone.